I'm curious to see if you have any advice for someone who's interested in learning more about writing poetry as a coping tool.
Yeah, absolutely. I think what's really important to recognize is that, um, listening to yourself is really important, but also putting aside everything that you have heard about poetry growing up, which is that it should be written a certain way.
Oh
I
my
would
gosh, yes.
highly, right? As you said, it's like when you have those words, you have to put them down. Um, at that point, a lot of people think, oh, but I can't write it this way or that way. I feel like craft has to, and that's why poetry therapy is different. Craft takes completely a back seat.
Mhm.
There is more emotional um, exploration in poetry therapy, and we don't focus on craft because it allows people to relax them.
Oh yeah.
I firmly believe that, and with this advice, for me, it's really important to think about. Um, uh, I think the best way I think about it is really the famous, Persian poet Rumi.
Mm,
The quote from him is often, "What you seek is seeking you." And I
I've heard that
think,
one.
right, and when you seek wellness in that sense, ways to cope, um, these are some of the tools that you, as you said, when those words are coming in, trust that it's taking you somewhere, put that down. And also, I think it's a moment, it's so hard for people to realize how to move from head to heart. Today, we live in our heads so much. Um, I would highly encourage people to think for a moment, to move from head to heart and think, what is my heart telling me? Honor that. Honor your heart. Your
I I always say when I don't know what to give advice to people, I'm like, follow your heart. And they're like, that's so basic and generic. I'm like, but it's true though.
Yeah, because it's we often don't trust ourselves, and follow your heart becomes a cliche. But if we thought about it from this perspective, this is how I see it today. If we think about it from a perspective that you are the only one, I say this in my groups all the time, you are the only one who knows you. You are the only one who is having this experience in this world today. There is no one else on the planet, not a single person on the planet who is having your experience.
Mhm.
Honor that, write it down. Because what if we are all feeding in our information into a huge, think of this as an AI machine called life, and it energizes the world, and you're the only one who can input the data about you. No one else can do that. And your heart has that, share that. Um, as young people, particularly, uh, they're hard on themselves sometimes, and I often want to just say, it's okay. You just need to know yourself. Um, Write down 3 words each day, something that offers you grace, something that offers you compassion. Um, this is actually the only thing required in this world,
Mhm.
is that you honor your life. Um, there's a line from a poem, Love After Love by Denise Lavratov. And the last line of that poem is, feast on your life. It's a whole poem, literally, it's a love letter
Mhm.
about, taking photographs down from your life and sitting and feast on your life. So I would suggest, from a practical standpoint, I always use a template when I first start my programs. It's called Where I'm from George L.R. Leon.
Mhm.
And it literally has just blank spaces to fill in words. And once you do, it becomes a story of your life. And you look at it and you think, wow, that's me? I had no idea, And then you're actually honoring yourself. You're starting fresh. You're seeing your life in a different way. And that's beautiful.
If you want to hear more stories, don't forget to subscribe, comment, and like. To support more youth by youth-led projects, visit us at youthspeak.ca, where you can donate and spread youth mental health awareness.
YouthSpeak Charity. Speak, inspire, change.